Okay, good morning. It's February 6th today, which means it's Waitangi Day here in New Zealand, which is our national day. I guess the purpose for this video is over the last couple of weeks, I've been able to have some really great and deep conversations with people, which is exactly what I like. I guess from that, I've got a bit of a mind F going on, because I guess by having these conversations you start to see the pros and cons of both sides of the equation. And so I was in a meeting this week, and I was looking at the meeting and listening to it, and all the things that you're meant to do, and I was reflecting upon what I do with my team. And my mind did wander for a little bit, I'm going to be honest. Oops, I was paying attention most of the time then. But my mind did wander, not wonder, with regards to, I guess, it feels really chaotic in the world. You've got the United States fighting Canada and Mexico. They're, land-bordered partners, or allies, whatever you want to call them. In New Zealand, we're having debates, protests, and disagreements about the Treaty of Waitangi. And then I was in this meeting, and I'm thinking about all of the things that the topics that are there and what needs to get done. And I'm like, at first I'm like, whoa, this is quite overwhelming, to be honest. And I actually did. And it still at times feel, overwhelmed, like, wow, there's so much to get done. But then I was thinking about, what I do with my team. I've got a really awesome team, actually, really awesome team. And, how do I show up as their leader? And I thought, well, if I'm feeling overwhelmed and things are chaotic, if you pay attention to the outside world, then actually the thing we need right now is a little bit more simplicity. And so I thought about the objectives that we need to achieve this business year. And I thought, you know what? Continue to hold the course on keeping it nice and simple. And so I've mentioned this in other videos, and for me, I really thought about, okay, so what are the key things, or the key areas we need to deliver in? And whether or not it's just bias, confirmation bias, I don't know. But I just kept landing on a previous equation that I've shared in a video, which was ECB, or E plus C equals B, whatever you want to do. Anyway, so ECB is focus on three things: employees, your customers, and that will equal your business. Now you can put B inside that. Obviously you can have a focus on the business. But I really, really thought about things in terms of the context of the meeting that I was in, and all the external stuff that is going on. And I've got a few things on myself, studies, looking at building a house, those types of things. So, first world problem, but nonetheless. I thought, really just keep it nice and simple. Employees, customers, and that will equal the business. And because I do have a really awesome team, they do translate my weird thinking sometimes when it comes to leadership and delivering for our business. They do a wonderful job of translating that into actions and outcomes, which is amazing. It's fantastic, to be honest. I'm very, very lucky in that essence. But yeah, and I was thinking when I was listening to a couple of the meetings that I was in this week, and they were talking, and I'm like, that's the objective that you want to achieve right now. But does that build you a long-term strategy? Does that build you a long-term plan? Do we know what the destination needs to be, and we figure out the journey as we go along? And one of the things that I've come to realize, I think, is that we can get so busy and tied up in the here and now, which is normal, it's life, right? But if you don't know the destination or where you want to be or go, then actually you're really just spinning your wheels. And so yeah, I think specifically for me at the moment, the biggest thing is in the noise, cut it all out as much as you can, and just think about, is this action delivering, me closer to my destination? But more importantly, does it align with the key themes that you might be focusing on? And in my work essence, it's employees, customers, and business, or the business will be the outcome. So yeah, just food for thought. So if you're finding it a bit chaotic out there at the moment, don't know about your industry or business, but it does seem extremely busy. And we can get, I guess, down in the weeds, which isn't a bad space to be. You've got to know what's going on, which can be a little bit chaotic at the best of times, or busy at the best of times. But when push comes to shove, if it's not moving you towards your destination, or moving whatever you want to move towards your destination, then actually it might just be surplus noise that you don't need. So think about, what's absolutely critical that I need to do? What can I afford to strip out? Is what I'm doing aligned with the equation that will equal the destination? Might help in terms of just, that less overwhelmed feeling, and less busyness and stuff. But anyway, just the thoughts for the day.